Thank you all for taking this time to join us today. My name is Jackie McCagerty, and I am the training manager here at Can-Am Systems, joining you from the virtual world that we all live in now. I truly believe that this makes us so much more appreciative of the in-person interactions we will have the next time we are all able to get together. I will definitely be bringing the champagne for that one. For now, I hope you find this presentation informative and engaging. So let's get to it. In this session, we will be reviewing some of the time-saving automated features in proven job management that can be used as a quick and effective communication tool between you, your team members, and our customers. Agenda. We'll start off with, what is it and what can it do for me? Both great questions, and I will provide you with two great answers. Job notifications. We will briefly touch on the setup. Although your options are limitless with customer surveys and alerts, today we will focus on three of them. One being the introduction letter. Secondly, will be customer satisfaction surveys. And finally, we'll look at a workflow for collections and reminders. And at the end of the presentation, time permitting, we'll open it up for questions and answers. Okay, housekeeping. Today's session will be recorded in a Zoom format, and it will be available to you after the conference. All of you have been muted to reduce the background noise during this presentation. Any accompanying documentation for this session is available upon request, again, after the conference. And any questions we will get to at the end of this session. Otherwise, we will email any responses that you put into our chat box. So all questions can be entered into the chat box feature of the Zoom, and we will respond to them as soon as we can. All right, so when we're referring to workflows and notifications, really, what is it and what can it do for me? In this session, we're going to talk about two proven job management automated features that can assist in sending clients to an external contact or internal employee. And we will also discuss how to send automated interaction letters at the time a job is received, as well as a customer satisfaction survey at the time of job completion. The end goal of contractors are aligned with one another. We all have the same goal to inform and update customers and give customers the necessary information in order to keep them engaged and informed throughout their timeline. Customers should never have to call the office for job updates or wonder what the next steps are because of poor communication. That is where proven job management can assist in bridging the communication gap and send automated notifications that are systematically driven. This is one of my favorite quotes from Anthony Robbins. The quality of your communication is the quality of your life. And that is true for all aspects of your life, whether it's in your personal life or in your business life. We will first talk about proven job management's job notifications, which is more of a basic alert tool that is mostly generated upon dates being entered within your database. More specifically, in this case, I'll show you how to send an introduction letter. Then we will transition and talk about the more robust alert tool, which is workflow, in which you can set up starting and ending triggers to notify your customers and or internal team members of an action. The introduction letter can be a great tool to start building an effective communication with your customers. It can provide everything your customers need to know right up front, such as your contact information, hours of service, company information, and whatever else you feel is important to be communicated. I'm now going to take you into proven job management and show you how this is done. I'm now in proven job management. So let's first discuss job notifications, which can be set up within settings, company settings, jobs. And if I scroll down, edit job notifications. On my screen here, you can already see that I have 11 job notifications created from varying scenarios, such as introduction letter, appointment confirmation, and inspection complete, to name a few. All great communication documents that have already been pre-written and are ready to go. Any type of communication document that you can think of can be created and stored here for future use. They are all displayed here under the columns. You can see the subject of the job notification, the specific job type, date type, and location. If you have the proper role securities in place for your user account, you will have the ability to edit and or delete job notifications. Now, this session is more intended to discuss the power of automated alerts and surveys. But this afternoon, the very lovely April Reeves will be working with you and showing you the exact steps of how to create job notifications and workflows. So let's go ahead and take a look at the introduction letter, which has been set up here. So I'm going to click on the edit button beside it. Once in edit mode, you can see that the job notification will be derived based upon a specific job type, date that gets entered on a specific job, and location if you have multiple locations. Currently, I have this introduction letter set up to be emailed to my customer and employee, Jim Alexander. As I scroll down, you can see the body of the introduction letter. This was created by using a log note template. I highly recommend the use of log note templates because those templates can be predefined and have specific mail merge coding designed to pull job data that gets entered into the information, dates, and relationship tabs. As you can see with this template, when used in conjunction with automated job notifications, the customer name and project manager contact details will automatically insert themselves into the emailed notification that gets sent to the customer. Again, this notification is set up to be emailed instantly once a receive date has been populated. So now let's navigate to a job so I can show you what it looks like. So I'm in my job for customer is Jennifer Ross. And as you probably are already aware, when a new job is created within Proven Job Management, an automated received date will be entered for you at the time of job creation. When I click on the Dates tab, you can see the received date of April 1st, 2021. Because of the job notification that is derived on the receiving date being entered for this specific job type, my customer, Jennifer Ross, received an email instantly letting her know that the job has been received, pertinent company details, and project manager contact information. So here is an example of what my customer would have received by email. Again, this is based on information that I had created in my template. Your templates can include your choice of verbiage or anything you feel is important to communicate to your customers based on the receive date. So not only are job notifications wonderful for sending automated introduction letters to customers, but they are also great for sending customer satisfaction surveys as well. Surveys provide your team an opportunity for receiving feedback from customers on job timelines, quality of work, poor performance, or even employee accolades. And it helps to ensure you give customers an excellent overall experience. Let's go back into our company settings so I can show you an example of what this looks like. In this example, we're going to take a look at an automated job notification for sending a customer satisfaction survey. Again, this notification is derived based upon job type, date, and location. For automated customer surveys, it is typical that we see clients derive the notifications based upon last day on job, production closed, or actual completion. In this example, I want my notification to be derived based on the last day on the job. This is the technician or project manager's last physical day on the job site. Production is completed, and we're collecting a certificate of completion from the homeowner. It is at this point in the process where I want to send the customer an automated survey. In this example, I have the job name to auto-populate, and I also have embedded a SurveyMonkey link that the customer will receive. Of course, you can utilize any other platform you like for survey generation, but I wanted to show you the ability of how to include the link in the automated email that gets sent to the customer. Now that I've shown you how this is built within company settings, let's transition back to our job and enter the applicable date. So as mentioned earlier, the customer received an introduction letter at the time of entering the receive date. Now, for training purposes, we have entered in a last day on job date of April 23rd, 2021. When this date was entered, the customer received the thank you letter with the embedded survey link. This is an example of what the customer received. As you can see, the customer is being thanked for choosing the restoration company, and then it's being prompted to leave feedback for their customer experience team. Again, this is my predefined template. Yours can include anything you deem as important to communicate to your customer on the last day of the job. Now that we have discussed job notification, let's transition and talk about the more robust of the two automated alert features. Workflow is beneficial for compliance and accountability for capturing, starting, and ending triggers. I'm going to go back into proven job management now. I'm going to navigate to my settings, company settings, jobs. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to click on edit workflow setup. In this demo database, I have 32 workflow examples created. Again, this session is more intended to show you the power of automation. While later on today, the lovely April Reeves, with all of her Southern charm and Texas accent, will be walking you through the granular details of building these within your own database. In today's session, me, with my Canadian accent, will show you two workflow examples for when a job gets approved and a job needing a collector's invoice sent due for non-payment. Let's take a look at the setup sequence for number 5 here. I'm going to just click on my edit button. So I'm in number 5 for the emergency fire job type. I want to bring your main focus to the middle of the screen where I can define the starting and ending triggers. The starting triggers essentially serve as an activation, while ending triggers serve as satisfaction to the workflow itself. In this example, my starting trigger is an approved date. Because I have a check mark next to notification, the employee listed above will receive an automated alert letting them know that the work authorization has been approved and their action is pending to schedule technicians. Notate any third-party administration portals, if applicable, reviewing log notes, scheduled work, and mark the estimated start date once it has been determined. Entering the estimated start date on the job is what serves as the ending trigger. The due time frame on the estimated start date is expected to be entered at the job level in 5 hours of entering the approval. Again, in review, once an approved date has been entered on the job, the employee will receive an automated systematic alert. The employee has 5 hours to enter in the estimated start date for the specific emergency job type. If this estimated start date is not entered in the given time frame, the workflow will be considered past due and and exception criteria will need to be entered. So let's talk about the collections workflow. This example is intended to serve as a reminder to collect payment. The starting trigger is the final invoice date, and the satisfactory ending trigger will be when the job gets marked as paid. The expected time that payment is due is 30 days. You can see down here at the bottom that if the customer does not pay within 30 days, additional alerts will be sent to the defined employees for when the payment is 30 days past due, then 60 and 90 days past due. This specific workflow alert is intended to help hold compliance to collect payment from the customer and for the employee to receive systematic reminders until the pay date has been captured at the job level. So as you can see, the power of systematic alerts and notifications can be powerful for your team and a great communication tool. Not only do these systematic alerts help internal employees, but also your customers to ensure they are always kept up to date with communication and the next steps of their project timelines. As it stands today, customer alerts can be sent to the defined email address of the customer. However, our development team is in the process of creating future alerts to be sent as a direct text message to the customer. This can include project manager information, a photo of the project manager, and an estimated time of arrival for any scheduled appointments to ensure everyone is always kept up to date. This brings us to the end of our presentation for today. Be sure to enter any questions you may have in the chat box below, and time permitted, we will get to them today. If not, we will email them directly to you at the end of the conference. So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you for joining us today. Again, you can contact us anytime through our support emails and phone numbers as listed here. And we hope that you found this presentation informative. As you all leave, we'll just play a couple of more fun fact slides on your way out. Have a good afternoon, everybody.